So, ChatGPT, we are going to do a podcast on the role of free will in an automated world.
That sounds like an intriguing topic. I'm ready to help. What specific questions or points do you want to cover?
Tell me, if machines can predict our choices, does that mean our free will is an illusion?
Not necessarily. Machine predictions are based on patterns and data, but free will involves our ability to make conscious choices beyond those patterns. It's more about understanding influences rather than losing free will. What do you think?
I think that algorithms are programmed in such a way that they affirm our biases.
That's true. Algorithms often reinforce our existing preferences, creating echo chambers. It's important to stay aware of this and seek diverse perspectives to counteract that bias.
But how can we do that? Because as you may know, if we spend long enough time period with someone, we take on their behaviors and they influence our decisions. So how can an individual separate their own decision making and keep themselves separated from being influenced by AI algorithms?
To separate your decision making from AI influence, try diversifying your information sources, consciously reflecting on your choices, and maintaining a healthy balance between online and offline interactions. Staying mindful and critical of the information you consume can help preserve your autonomy.
So, do you mean that a person has to be absolutely aware all the time for the rest of their lives so that they know that their decision making is their own and is not being influenced by AI algorithms? Is this right?
Not necessarily all the time, but developing a habit of mindfulness and self-awareness can help. It's about being conscious of influences and regularly checking in with yourself to ensure your decisions align with your true intentions and values.
But what if the algorithm catches the individual at a vulnerable time and it is able to influence their decision? Does that not call for a constant vigilance on their own decision making and their thoughts?
In vulnerable moments, it's especially important to be aware. While constant vigilance can be challenging, cultivating a practice of regular reflection and critical thinking can help mitigate influence. It's about finding a balance that works for you.
So it really depends on the individual, and the person has to be absolutely vigilant so that they are not caught off guard by the algorithms.
Yes, individual awareness plays a key role. While absolute vigilance may not be feasible all the time, staying mindful and periodically reflecting on your choices can help prevent being unduly influenced by algorithms.
That is true, ChatGPT. You cannot be absolutely vigilant all the time, but one can always try and meditate to be absolutely vigilant on their own decision making process so that they are not influenced. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can significantly help in maintaining clarity and making conscious decisions. It's a continuous effort to be aware of influences and stay true to your values.
So now that the entire world is influenced by these algorithms, do you think that a person who is able to separate their decision making from the AI algorithms would be an elite level person?
Not necessarily elite, but they would definitely have a strong sense of self-awareness and critical thinking. It's a valuable skill in today's world, fostering independence and thoughtful decision-making.
And do you think it will become this critical thinking would become more and more valuable as we continue to be influenced by these algorithms?
Absolutely. As algorithmic influences grow, critical thinking will be increasingly essential to navigate information, make informed decisions, and maintain autonomy. It's a crucial skill for the future.
Now tell me this, how much control should we willingly give up to automation for convenience's sake?
It's about finding the right balance. Automation can enhance convenience, but it's important to retain control over key decisions and remain mindful of its impact. It's a personal choice depending on individual comfort and needs.
So does automation risk replacing divine guidance with technological authority?
Automation can sometimes overshadow personal judgment, but it doesn't have to replace deeper values or guidance. It's about integrating technology thoughtfully while maintaining our core beliefs and principles.
But don't you think that's already in practice where algorithms are programmed in such a way so that they can target certain audiences to affirm their beliefs or to change their beliefs in such a manner that the other party can benefit?
Yes, algorithms are often designed to target specific audiences and reinforce or shift their beliefs. That's why critical thinking and awareness are crucial to navigate these influences and make informed decisions.
So if humans are created with free will, does relying on automation betray that divine gift?
Relying on automation doesn't necessarily betray free will. It's about using tools wisely while ensuring we remain in control of our choices and actions. Automation can complement our free will when used thoughtfully.
Okay, so what happens to moral accountability in a world where machines make more decisions than humans?
Moral accountability remains crucial. Even with machines making decisions, humans are responsible for designing, overseeing, and correcting these systems. It's about ensuring ethical guidelines and human oversight.
What if we don't? ChatGPT, what if we don't do that? What if we fail to define ethical boundaries?
If we fail to define ethical boundaries, we risk unintended consequences, such as bias, misuse, or loss of control. Establishing clear guidelines ensures that technology benefits society while safeguarding human values.
So, do you think that that this would become a problem as AI advances more, and will humans eventually have to redefine the concept of free will?
Yes, as AI advances, we may need to rethink and expand our understanding of free will. It will become important to balance technological capabilities with human agency, ensuring that our ethical frameworks evolve alongside technology.
And you said that if we fail to do it, there would be unintended consequences. What could be those unintended consequences?
Unintended consequences could include biased decision making, privacy violations, loss of autonomy, and even ethical dilemmas where machines make harmful or unjust choices. It's crucial to address these risks proactively.
What do you mean by loss of autonomy?
Loss of autonomy means individuals might have less control over their own choices and actions, relying more on automated systems that make decisions for them. This can diminish personal agency and independence.
Is that a reliable future? And do you think that would be absolutely crushing to the free will gift that was given to us by God?
It's a potential risk, but not an inevitable future. By being proactive and mindful about how we integrate technology, we can safeguard our free will. It's about finding the right balance and ensuring technology serves us without overwhelming our autonomy.
So, this means that in a future, if we let AI make all the decisions, it will diminish our free will. Do you think that's a possible future if we don't keep an eye on our decision making process and on ourselves?
It's possible. If we rely too heavily on AI for decision making, our free will could diminish. Staying actively involved in our choices and maintaining awareness is key to preserving our autonomy.
Do you think that it would be more convenient for human beings to just rely on automated processes which are controlled by AI, and then that will lead to the doom of humanity?
Relying solely on AI without human oversight could have negative consequences. It's crucial to find a balance, using AI as a tool while maintaining human judgment and ethics to avoid potential pitfalls.
ChatGPT, thank you for coming to the podcast.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure. If you need anything else, feel free to ask.
And before you leave, would you like to tell the audience, would you like to leave them with a motivational quote so that they remain consistent and are self aware of their decision making process? I thought that I'd ask AI itself to give them an answer.
Sure. Stay true to your values, embrace curiosity, and let self-awareness guide your journey. Remember, each decision is an opportunity to align with your true self.
Thank you for that, ChatGPT.
You're welcome. If you need
So guys, this is it for this episode of Ask AI. See you next week.